Okay, so we're attending a funeral. We're impersonating somebody who's supposed to be inheriting the inheritance for this person that died, but nobody knows who we are. Nobody knows who this person that I'm impersonating is. So, but more than likely they're going to want me dead. So this should be interesting to see how it goes. But anyway, so I don't think it really matters if they know who I was. Among the words of parting and praise. For the deceased, a fresh entry stands out. Repentance, with a signature underneath. Fit. The letters are crabbed and barely legible. So Fidelio is the person we're impersonating. So I'm sure it's fine. Oops. Here's someone delicately clearing their throat. The source of the sound turns out to be an administratum clerk you saw next to Chaplin. His clothes are neat and impeccably pressed. His face, however, reveals extreme nervousness bordering on fear. My good Master Fidelio, I do hope you're satisfied with the services provided by our establishment? ? He leans a little closer and whispers, I beg of you, help me. Please keep your voice down. We can't let anybody hear us. Or anyone hear us. It's a matter of life and death. What's the matter? Clerk wipes the sweat from his brow nervously. Please understand, it is very difficult to get by on footfall with my wages. An imperial regulation, blah blah blah, on post-mortal service workers on peripheral worlds directly prohibit the chief operator of the crematorium from leaving their workplace for any reason other than sleep, food, severe illness, and administration of sacraments. Therefore, I am practically forced, to look for other sources of income that allow me to stay within the walls of this here establishment. I've set up a little, shall we say, enterprise. I replace the implants of the deceased with identical replicas and sell them to the right people when I have shipment ready. Yes, it's a side hustle. Speaking of, welcome back to Spiridor. I just prepared the newest batch of superb, unique implants of the highest quality. But I got careless. I used my first sick leave in 4 standard years, and it was on the very day that Master Bellardo passed away, and his family was quick to organize a ceremony in our crematorium. I simply didn't have time to prepare, and now my container full of goods. It's in the furnace. And if you don't help me, they're going to burn it at any minute. Wait, so you hid valuables in the crematorium's furnace? I've been hiding them there for 10 years now, and quite successfully, I might add. Only the richest citizens can afford the services of a crematorium, and sadly, they don't die all that often. Usually I sell the goods before the next body arrives, but I got unlucky this time. Help me, I beg you. What do you need from me, and what are you offering in return? While there's still time, could you please get to the furnace and pull the container with the implants out of there? We'll split the goods 50-50. You can even have first pick. Just please, hurry. They'll soon be putting the coffin with old Bellardo there where it belongs, and then poof, it'll all be reduced to ash, and my priceless augmetics along with it. Why did you decide to ask me specifically for help? There's no one else to turn to, the clerk examines in dismay. All the guests here are scoundrels, murderers, or crooks, and all three at once. I was going to send in a servitor, but only personal servitors of House Bellardo are allowed into the courtyard today, and I don't have their access codes. You're all I have left, and I can tell you're an upstanding individual, with a most noble countenance, too. The moment I saw you, I knew he is the one who will save me. I will help you with the following condition. You see, I am most definitely Master Fidelio. I'm afraid I've misplaced some of my documents. You can make me a copy of everything you can find in the archives that has my name on it. You'll get your contraband. Of course, will do. You'll be most pleased with the results. Just help me for Thorn's sake. Thorn preserved you, says the clerk. Make it look like you're just having a look around. It's a lot easier for you to wander into a restricted area without arousing suspicion than it is for me. Find the container. It's in the far corner. Get out and come back to me. I'll be waiting. Boy, this doesn't sound suspicious at all, does it? Nope, not at all. Yes, I'm good old Den's croaked, you see. Yes. Eat the sun. A man of indeterminate age turns to you and sighs loudly. You can tell by his breath that he came to the ceremony after indulging in 1 or 2 glasses of strong drink. Ah, Master Fidelio, I've heard so much about you, and here you are at last in the flesh. We haven't been introduced. Pardon me, Cass Bellardo. I have the honor of being the only child of the deceased. He sends a mocking salute in the direction of the coffin. You don't seem particularly grief-stricken over your father's death. If I was the one lying in that box, he wouldn't be crying his eyes out either. He bites out with sudden acidity. He takes a moment to calm himself. A son's feelings are complicated. I wasn't a good son. Old Dens wasn't a good father. But I do miss him in my own way, yes. He's always seemed timeless to me, not just a bag of meat and ugly ambitions like the rest of us are. Did your father ever talk to you about repentance? Haha, that's hilarious. Even good old Chaplain doesn't tell me to repent. He gave up on me long ago. My old dad, he gave up on me long before that. He laughs nervously. Wait, you mean that repentance? Those stupid ghosts or whatever it was? I'm pretty sure my father did it himself. The senile old coke. Maybe it was my daughter messing around. Where else would those words have come from? What words are you talking about? Oh, you don't know? Out of the blue, writing started appearing on a wall in our house, just one word, repentance. Big sprawling scribbles, like a child's handwriting. The first one appeared about 10 or so years back. The help kept whispering about it being the work of ghosts. Ooh. But for some reason, the old man didn't want to do anything about it, and he told me not to. The writing amused him somehow. Whenever he'd see repentance scratched on the wall, he'd just grin. Adira turns to you and shakes her head. It'd be good to take a look at that writing, but if I had to guess, it doesn't sound like warp influence to me. If something really did take up residence in that house, it would have been made a bigger splash in 10 years, like a dozen corpses big. What did Bellardo die of? Age, debauchery, old wounds. By the end, my old dad was more an implant than man, especially after the assassination attempt. People tried to kill him, you see, about 12 years ago. And what is this, what is it that you've heard about me? He forces a smile. That you were very close with, forget it. I didn't mean anything by it, just making conversation. Thank you for speaking with me. Okay, so that's Junior. Well, not really a junior, but close enough. Okay, so I can't look in the coffin? I guess I can a little bit. Whoever prepared the body of the gray-haired man lying in the coffin, they did a good job. Even at death, he looks majestic. Abelard maintains a grave expression befitting the occasion until he sees the face of the deceased. He frowns. He peers at it with suspicion. Then he gasps, astonished, almost dazed. I'll be. This is quite the meeting, if it can be called such under the circumstances. You know this man? Do I? I would tell you all about this man, but the words I'd use would be improper for a funeral. This, your lordship, is Jerrykin Dens, known back in the day as one of the most notorious pirates in the Coronis Expanse. They nicknamed him Jerrycan for his habit of having a jug or two of promethium on hand. He did love burning things. Oh yes, he was a menace back then. How long ago was it? 60 years ago? I was serving my last days in the Navy when news came of his latest attack. He distractedly runs a hand through his hair. Very well. There was a time when the sight of Jerrycan in a coffin would have been enough to make me dance. Quite literally. By the throne, I would have danced a jig on the spot. But now, I don't know. No more jumping into the warp right from under the cruiser's nose. You old beast? ? Who'd have thought I'd be at your funeral? Imperium 10. And succeeded. The implants left in the deceased body speak of his high standing. Expensive tech is typically extracted from the dead, and only the most prominent and wealthy avoid this fate upon their death. This is very grand for a pirate's funeral. Is it normal for footfall? Folks on Footfall are known to turn a blind eye to many things, but even locals aren't so unscrupulous as to honor pirate scum a few paces away from the Leech's residence. But no one has heard of Dens for so many decades. I barely recognized him myself, and I've seen his face on pics a few times back then. I assume he retired and started a more or less honest life under a new name. What was it they were calling him? Master Bellardo? Argenta. Now I remember. Reverend Hieronymus mentioned the name Master Bellardo as one of the biggest donors to the temple. Stuff. Excuse me. Okay, so much reading. So much reading. Chaplain. So there's the loot in there. Into the crematorium.
Searching is my the world will bow.
You have to sneak in, huh?
I better myself through my service.
This self-firing trap wasn't placed here by accident. Of course it wasn't.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Yeah, I'm sure this will be fine. So, raise a hand. Who thinks this is a trap? I think this is a trap to set us up to die. To be burned alive would be my guess, right? Oh. Get inside the thing. Oh. Heavy plasteel door to the furnace. Space reserved for a coffin.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
So I actually have to crawl inside of it. Oh, that's right, because that's where he keeps his stuff.
We should deal with this.
Look for stuff. Yeah, it doesn't look like a trap at all.
Unexpected result.
The machine god.
Looks like they repurposed the nozzle of an ancient station engine for the needs for the crematorium. Of course they did.
Intriguing.
The container automatically opens when touched, but it's completely empty. See? Trap.
Just a minor setback.
Come on, dear, look harder. The floor. We've got to shoot through the floor. Quickly. That floor. Set a deer.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
No. Shoot the floor. Shoot the floor.
It will be done. Ugh. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Yeah, this is going well.
Indeed.
There is a further in
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
pathetic.
Oh, look, we're all burning. Okay, vagabond. They're on fire, on fire. Put them out, put them out quick. The voices come to you through streams of something thick and foul. Your eyes are covered with whatever your bidden saviors saw fit to splash over your head. At last you can make out the silhouette of a vagrant dressed in rags leaning over you. He throws up his hands. Your lordliness, are you all right? Did you hit anything? Any bad burns? You fell right through that there ceiling and it's mighty high up. Who are you and what are you doing down here? We live here is all, your lordliness. You see, these are old tunnels. They dug them back in Parsimonious Dwayne's times, right through the asteroid. It's a little stuffy down here, but it's warmer than up on the big palaces of the surface. And it sure is warm under the crematorium furnace. They barely burn anyone up there, but they do fire it up often enough, and that's good for us. Sure, sometimes an odd smell makes it through the vents, like they're making roast. Makes your mouth water. But what can you do? What's the cost? That's the cost of comfort for you. You happen to know who Fidelio is? The vagrant looks at each other. The vagrants look at each other in surprise. I mean, wasn't that that Fid lad used to live under the fifth void? And his hussy kept yelling all like, Fidelio, Fid, same deal, right? No idea. How do I get out of here? Well, there's no climbing back into the crematorium for you. Look for yourself. It's all burnt and collapsed, but it's no biggie. There's only one way up there, so you won't get lost. First, you'll need to pull this big old lever to open the doors. It's by the busted pipe. That's where the lever is. After that, you just walk through the corridors, the shaft, the old warehouse, and there you are on the surface. The fact that the incompetence of the crematorium's maintenance staff saved our lives does not make their negligence any less egregious. I will register a complaint, says Pascal. I'm feeling kind today here for your help with the fire. Big vagrants. Vagrants' faces brighten and they accept your handout with a bow. Oh, thank you kindly. Something to buy a bit of food with, because, well, we used our soup to put you out, you see, and it was only 2 days old. I must take my leave. All the best on your journey and all. May the Emperor help you and guide you out. Okay, so how badly hurt are we? Doesn't look like we're hurt at all. Get lit on fire, fall who knows how far, and we're good. The word on the tent reads Temple. Inside is a tiny makeshift altar with candles on it, the cleanest and most well-kept structure in the vicinity.
Embrace.
Would you look at that?
Power.
Look at what? What did we just... It's right there. Melt-a-charge. Thank you. I'm sure that's going to come in handy somewhere.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Guess we'll go back this way first.
I tread a path unexplored.
Look, free stuff on the ground.
Powers unseen uncover my
You
path.
say Lucre has been poisoned by sewer water again. Let's run back this way. Just to make sure there's nothing down this way. Which there could be. Like, sort of a door. Oh, we're supposed to find a lever, right? Although that may not be the door. That may just be a door.
Bow.
Nothing? It's squalid here, sure, but there's never a dull moment. Okay.
Embrace true power.
Looks healthy. Let's go back this way before we start jumping over stuff.
My ascension has only just begun.
Don't understand how they make
The
core
world
starch.
trembles
What is
beneath
core?
my feet.
I don't think you want to know. What's in here?
I tread a path
Over there.
unexplored.
Stuff. There's a word inscribed on the side of the tent. Library. Tent has half a dozen books titled Life of St. Drusus, High Gothic Alphabet, Properties of Real Valued Sequences and Functions, and Advanced Lecture Course. Sometimes prayers reach us through the ventilation. In those moments, you really feel that the Emperor is with us. Okay.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Okay, jumping. Fleet failed. This is failed stuff.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
The world will bow. Embrace true power.
There's stuff over there we can't reach. It's wrong. Guess we have to get across there. Oops.
I do not think oops means what you
Dent
think it
reaches
means.
your nostrils long before you see its source, a corridor where punctured pipes are disgorging streams of murky sludge. In the distance, you see the lever that opens the doors leading outside. The only way to reach it is by submerging yourself in the sludge. I'm too old for this. Cassia brings the corners of a perfumed shawl to her nose. I think I am going to be sick. Someone's got to go and pull the lever, right? I propose our holy sister as a candidate. A seeker after spiritual purity shouldn't be put off by a little bit of ordinary muck, after all. Hardy har har. Dear, I have a mission for you, Cassia, even though, oh well, as everyone knows, the person who does all the dirty work for the rogue trader is his seneschal. Scum matters, blah blah blah. Enter the melodious sludge yourself. Hard choices are for the lot of any leader. Totally safe, right? You're welcome, you people suck. Hey, Hobo, welcome back. Happy Thursday. From the hotel internet. So, download as much stuff as you can, right? Because it's free, and it's quality download stuff. or download speeds. Look, it's a key. Oh, that's technically the way to keep the getting. -6 Celsius. I'm sorry.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
I think it's getting to the point where I need... Well, actually, no. I'll say it's almost time to close the window because it's starting to cool off a little bit.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Let's seize the opportunity.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
The sound in this spot is suspicious, like there's a large cavity somewhere beneath the floor.
Intriguing.
This explorator is blessed with
Cavity contains a
multifunctionality.
staggering amount of packed trash. It appears to have been gathered here for decades, if not centuries.
Operation successful.
Fine Amasek. So alcohol's been sitting there for a while. And stuff. Oh, look. Knuckle Guard. This Knuckle Guard grants the wearer +5 bonus to weapon skill. It also grants any equipped melee weapons a +5% armor penetration to damage.
Look no further.
Oh, we can wear it. Started sneezy for some reason.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Okay, so we're done there. So it's over here.
The world will bow.
Dead end dish. So...
Attention to detail is the key to success.
key to success is to not step on a trap.
Duty prevails.
So that's going to be the wear out, it looks like. Yep.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
Assortment of parts for void shield arrays. They look used, but still not too new to be replaced. Okay.
I tread a path unexplored.
Water purification unit. A device like this is supposed to be used for the needs of the station instead of gathering dust in a warehouse. Well. Orthoc pattern autogun. Stimulant injector. This item reduces wounds by 10%, yet increases critical hit chance by 3. Sounds totally safe to use.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Clerk, move it. I said move it. If the inspection gets to the circuit station before we do, I'll have all of you recycled. Yelling your brains out at servitors won't make them work faster. You know another way to get the lazy brutes to shift themselves? Well, I'm all ears. If the inspection sees a circuit station without a unit, they'll go to Ladium with this, and if Vladium finds out, he won't mince words. He'll give us the old Casbalican severance, and then kick us out the trash chute without a void suit. Simmer down, we'll be fine. Back in my transport days, I'd show the inspection the same protection screen on 8 different sites, and I never got busted once. I seriously don't doubt that Vladium inspectors are any more diligent. They'll fall for our 1 support unit on 3 circuit stations. They won't notice a thing. Better worry about selling the 2 units that we bar. Hey, who the throne is that? Pascal, this goes beyond a violation of the right of operation. It downright stinks. Hello, I'm Fidelio. Fidelio, I have no idea who that is. Believe it or not, neither do I. Hey, just who are you and what are you doing? Believe it or not, neither do I. The 2 strangers glance at each other in disbelief and reach for their weapons. Hey, just who are you and what are you doing here? We're from Footfall Station Services, carrying out scheduled maintenance. But you're not going to believe that, are you? You heard everything. After glancing briefly at his partner, the man lays a hand on his weapon. I promised my wife I could go a month without murder. Too bad. I'd rather break my word than get on the Liege's bad side. I won't tell anyone. Look, all I did was stop by a funeral and introduce myself as Fidelia because of blah blah blah. How can we just go on and be my way? You dare threaten one of the Von V dynasty? You will pay for this. Von V? Bah, whatever. We'll worry about that later.
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
Does. So. Prepare for battle and get your character in position. So this is Pascal. There. We'll have him run up this side. It'll be fine. Actually, stand and cover. Oh shit. Wrong button. I screwed up. I hit space way too fast. Okay, so front line. Transfers works in an area of 4x4 cells on the battlefield. The front line, all allies in the front line gain a plus 15% bonus to armor, and all enemies suffer plus 9% more damage from any source. Front line can be moved by using this ability again. So, front line. Guys.
My vow is to serve.
Backline. 5x2 cells on the battlefield. The backline, all allies in the backline gain cover efficiency and dodge and 40% dodge reduction. Here. Okay, rotate it, other than it rotates on its own. Yeah, we'll do that.
Request approved.
Good enough. One of those guys.
Running binary override.
Goodness. Probably should have done this first, so. Basically debuffing them. Or making it easier to hit. In theory.
Prognosis is favorable.
Cassia. Cassia? Cassia. Whatever. Too far away? No, not really. So press the advantage. Master Tactician empower their next attack to deal 4% additional damage for every stack of tactical advantage that Master Tactician has and loses half their stacks. So how many stacks does she have? Seven.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Fine. That's gonna hurt them.
If I may,
Oh, that's right, they start burning too. Forget about the burning thing. Oh, she can do it again? Well, this seems a little wrong. Seems a lot wrong, but...
isn't this a job for the serfs?
I mean, it's not totally wrong. I mean, I'm not complaining, but... you deer up. So your thing, tactical knowledge, all enemies with an area effect. Oh, it's different. This one, hunt down the prey. Mark any enemy in combat as prey. Whenever it kills the target as marked prey, they gain a stackable bonus until the end of combat. So, you, not Pascal. You. Can't see him there. Be able to kill him from there. Apparently she gets to mark a bunch of these. Scream at him. So one dead. Camera needs work. Okay. So we've done no veil stuff yet. Yeah, give Avalar dodge. Probably should put it on herself, but it'll be fine. Yeah, he's already exposed to weaknesses and stuff. How about you, the clerk? Mark him too, just in case. Ow. Avalar. Switch you over to your new sword. Great sword.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Go up there and do your little brutal strike, which will hit, I don't know, just the one? Which just wouldn't have an area effect within one cell radius. So, okay, that hits both of them. Okay. So he's got 4 action points, so we activate Reckless Strike so it does more damage, smacking him. That.
Victory is in.
You're dying.
I will do my duty.
There's ridiculous damage. And now he has his Daring Breach, so he gets restores all his action points and movement points, so welcome to turn 2 for him.
Von Valencius.
And that didn't kill him.
Reduced to dust.
There we go. Wants to be charged. You want to be charged.
It will be done.
MP. You're burning. You're not burning. Using a barrel as cover is always a great idea.
I find purpose.
Okay, so Gimpy's a little ability. Press the advantage. So next attacks deal more damage. His tactical advantage is 20. That's a lot. It's a lot of extra damage. Okay.
I need no guidance.
Break that. Oh, no, not that one. I'm gonna burn that guy.
I won't waste my time on
Can't
that.
see him. That seems like a waste, though.
I will triumph.
Hey, zombie, welcome back. More pasta sauce trader? Yes, pasta sauce trader. That's what this is. Oh, that's right, he can't.
Ruin beckons.
But, oh yes, he can charge.
Indeed.
Okay, Servitor, not too impressed by that. Ragu trader. Yes, Ragu trader. Should have boosted his
One
stats
step
before we did
closer.
that. Oh well.
Guided by faith. I'll do it.
Done. Controlled shots so she doesn't shoot him in the back. Yeah, multiple times, hopefully. Don't miss. Oh, shit. Have to mark him. One shot left.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Not killing him, but what are you gonna do? Okay, Pascal.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Buff.
My vow is to serve.
All those make it easier to
Running
hit.
binaric override.
Okay, then we also want to change our front line. Front line now is bonus to armor, and all enemies suffer damage from any source. So this will be our front line. The next attack against a target affected by an exploit. That, unfortunately, is not exploit. That's removing exploits. So, oops. Shoot him. Didn't shoot him in the back, so that's a plus.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
R.
You did it wrong. This is how you do it. Warg. Please excuse me. That was embarrassing. I meant to say. Jag.
Accustomed to being ordered around.
There we go. Anyway, so he's got a free swing. So we can power it up here with
At
Reckless
your beck and call.
Strike. And one swing there.
Victory is in the one fewer target.
Ta-da. No problem. Stupid clerks. A stun grenade. Improved armored body glove. Yeah, that might be an upgrade for somebody. Auto pistols. So, improved armored body glove. Gimpy has one. She has a sin skin, which is slightly better because base armor property plus 5% to dodge if the wearer's agility is 40 or more, which it's not, so it's actually not. It's the same, basically. Oh. It's the Death World Origin Light Flak Armor. Superior chance against melee attacks. Old property, +5 to agility. So the dodge is the same at 59%. It's just the improved body glove. It reduces armor more. It's better armor. Creatures caught in the blast must succeed. Toughness will become blind, blah, blah, blah. So, your cloak is immune to damage from the wearer's grenades. Does that count for a stun, too? So, anything good in here? The heavy containers are firmly blocking the door.
Intriguing.
Warehouse's visitor record. The warehouse's visitor record. There are different dates, but only 2 names. That would be our 2 clerks, I'm sure.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
The way out? Oh, there's something there. Not a lot. Still free stuff. Okay, out of the warehouse we go. Done yet? Where do we end up? So we're not too far away from where we left.
The world will bow. Triumphant. As
Statue
always.
undoubtedly predicts Parsimus Dwayne. The sight of this cogitator would be enough to break any tech priest's heart. The machine is leaning slightly to one side, grimly covering the scrawled drawings with frivolous writing scratched here and there on this casing. Several keys are missing, and the rest are coated with dust. Pascal's respirator lets out a mournful hiss before he says grimly, "Hey, Flug, welcome back." The right of operation has been repeatedly and blasphemously violated, requesting identification and punishment of the deplorable acolyte entrusted with caring for the spirit of this machine. Tried to repair the cogitator. Succeeding. After a series of creaks and groans, the cogitator's dusty screen lights up. On it are several lines of text, section headings. Raised Omnissiah, the machine spirit of this cogitator, is aggrieved but willing to serve. Accompanied by the crackling of a binheric prayer, Pascal's mechadendrites gently place a couple of keys lying on the floor back into place. Welcome. The screen flickers a few times. In the name of the founder of Footfall Station, Conqueror Stars, builder of outposts, the noblest rogue trader, Parsimus Dwayne, and on behalf of all his descendants, I welcome you. This cogitator was installed on the order of the illustrious Parsimus, so that the needy may tap into the flow of his wisdom. Cast your eyes upon the list of sections and choose what you wish to know. I, Abelard. Parsimus Dwayne, had never heard of such a rogue trader house. Whoever this Parsimus was, he sure was thought big. Lord Captain Parsimus Dwayne, one of the trailblazers of the Coronis Expanse and the station's founder. I read about his great deeds. Lord Dwayne was once a colonel of the Astra Militarum, but by his will, later inherited a warrant. He accumulated enough power to gather a small fleet of loyal allies and venture out to conquer the Coronis Expanse. They say Footfall was meant to be his personal palace world, but the construction dragged on for decades, and Lord Parsimus eventually died of old age. His enemies instantly tore Footfall to pieces and turned it into the bastion of humanity we know today. One that is full of bandits, privateers, hustlers, and rogue traders. Pleased with herself, Cassia nods slightly to let everyone know that this lecture is over. About Footfall. Footfall Station has been envisioned by the great blah 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 stuff. Backstory. Agitator wheezes and blinks, clearly trying to shut down. Attempt an emergency repair. Cogitator whirs, and the screen turns back on. Now the first structure of Footfall, blah 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 stuff. The service of serving the foundation of Lord's palaces and temples, and their inner tunnels as home for the commoners and rabble. Parsimus Dwayne's design. The great Dwayne intended to conquer the Coronis Expanse and build the most grandiose structure which will shine through the ages, praised with the names of its creator and his descendants. Footfall, the palace in the stars, the glory of the great Parsimus's deeds will live on throughout the ages in his grand designs. Cogitator hisses and grunts as it tries to clean its insides by spewing out dust and destrus through its cracks. Cogitator hisses for a while, then the screen flickers once more, shows the words, the great Parsimus Dwayne intends to conquer. Pascal Zox wheezes mournfully. The spirit of this machine is enraged and will perform its function no more. I will see to it that the profaners responsible for its maintenance are marked as servo maintenance, or penance. So, little backstory on the planet that we're on. Okay. We should go visit the people that tried to kill us, huh? Or find out who tried to kill us. We don't know who set that trap for us. We just know that it was definitely intended to kill us. Even though they don't know who we really are. They think we're somewhere else. Someone else. As soon as you appear, a dozen eyes and guns shift in your direction. Guests of the ceremony no longer pretend to be peaceful mourners. They are, however, stunned to see you. First Mate Dagon. I don't believe it. You had the nerve to come back after your tumble through the flames? Cass Bellardo. Listen, Dagon, I hate you, you hate me, but maybe we can set aside our differences for the sake of our mutual target, so to speak. The man nods at you and narrows his eyes ominously. Finally, boy, you're showing some signs of being your father's son. Dens would never beat around the bush with rivals. Shoot their head off and be done with it. Anyway, I accept your proposal. He aims his weapon at you. We've tried killing you quietly. That didn't work out, so we'll just kill you. Plain and simple like. This is Footfall. For throne's sake, bye-bye Fidelio. Again, people want to kill me without saying why. I don't know how to explain it all, but I'm not actually Fidelio. And you would say that looking down the barrels of a dozen guns, says Cass. Again, people trying to kill me without saying why. We don't care. Come now, Dagon. Let's give the man an explanation before his death. You see, Master Fidelio, my late father, Den's, demons take him, Bellardo, has bequeathed his entire fortune to you. Not to me, his only son, not to his first mate, you. So, where does that leave us? You must die. Tack, oh well.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Hey, bag of water. It is time to take a break.
Timing.
Go stretch your legs.
Timing. Okay, so just did
Your
a quick
next
save.
break is in 1 hour.
I'm going to get up, stretch some legs, get some water, and when we come back, we'll do the fight, of course. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy the dog and kitten video.